Whenever you decide to become yourself, you become lonely.
Right.
Because everyone around you wants you to be like them or they want you to be them. So when you discover that you are unique, you are special, you are important, and you decide to become who you are and achieve what you were dreaming, loneliness is the result. And I say this many times, and in my books I write about this, that every true vision only has one believer first. And it's the person who have that vision.
Wow.
And that's what makes it lonely. But what attracts people to you is when you decide that you don't care if you're lonely, you're still going to pursue the vision.
That's right.
So it's the desire to use your aloneness properly that makes people come to you. You're no longer alone. And so I have been alone most of the time. I'm lonely now because a leader is always lonely because they are out front. There's no one out there with them. I want you to think about it. If you have everyone around you, then you're part of the crowd.
That's true.
So leaders they live a lonely life, but they chose that loneliness. And that's important. You have to choose to be alone if you're going to change the world. And every great leader in history, as you study them, they really found their true self when they was alone. You know, Moses was in the wilderness, Jesus Christ is in the desert, Paul went to the desert, you know, and so when you pursue something that is more important than the crowd, you end up leading the crowd.
Wow.
Someone said you cannot lead an orchestra unless you turn your back to the crowd. Think about it for a minute.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you're going to be the leader, you got to turn your back on the crowd.
I want to let everybody know in the FTW community, I appreciate all the support and all the love. If you guys want to continue to support me, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and also follow me on Instagram. The link to my socials will be in the description.
You can't lead an orchestra unless you turn your back to the crowd. Not everybody's going to be for you. Not everybody is you can't please everyone. So I know for some people who are struggling with that, take that to heart, for real. You can't lead an orchestra without turning your back to the crowd. In order to lead, you got to be in the front. The crowd is the world. Don't worry about the crowd. Focus on the orchestra. Your supporters, the people who you inspire, the people who care about you. Look towards them. Guide them. And let the crowd watch and be entertained. You know, there's an ideology that all, living beings tend to fall into, and it's this thing called groupthink. I hate groupthink. I hate groupthink. I hate groupthink because it takes away the individuality of the person. That's what makes you special. That's what makes you you. That's what attracts people to you. Your individuality is everything in this world. So why would you give it up out of fear of loneliness? I've gotten to the point where I embrace loneliness. I love loneliness because it brings all my energy back to me. You need to observe why every single day, why you are judging people, even in your mind. Like, why are you judging people? Like, for real. Don't judge. Because you're not perfect. At all. Moses and even Jesus had a wilderness period. I talked about this in my previous video. I'm gonna have it at the end of the video for you guys to watch it so you can see what I was talking about. But the wilderness period is a self-reflection period where you draw away from the world and you focus onto yourself because you're redefining and finding who you are. God will grab you literally and take you away from every single one to do self-development, like spiritual development, to grow you for the role that you are to fulfill. If you're afraid to leave a group, you're not living your purpose. Why are you afraid to live your purpose? What's holding you back from living your purpose? I'm gonna speak about myself, man. All throughout my life. I remember one time, I was like 7 years old, right? We were living in these apartments. My mom, single mother, she had me, my brother, my sister, 3 kids, right? I'm the oldest. So me being the oldest, naturally, the oldest and the only male, the oldest male in the household, right? You have to be inclined to have to lead some way. But I was outside. She told me one thing: go outside, go have fun, do whatever. But there's one thing you better not do: don't go near that pool. I'm rebellious. I'm stupid. All the other kids want to go by the pool, and they went by the pool, and I went. My mama saw me from far away, throughout the window by the house. She saw me. And she didn't call me out. She came up to the pool, walked up. And I looked at her and she saw me and I felt so guilty. And she gave me a stern talk, and she always gave me strong messages. And the message was this: are you going to be a leader or are you going to be a follower? And that, I never forgot that message. Hey, parents, the audience, if you have kids, just know whatever messages you guys give these kids that resonate for the rest of their lives. Kids are like sponges. That message never left me to this very day. So when she said that, and I think about it, I've always been alienated throughout school. I was never able to fit in. Even when I tried to fit in, it just did not work out. People just naturally don't like me. And I never understood why they don't like me, because for whatever reason may be, they just don't like the way I look, my face, or whatever it is. That's personally something dealing with them. But it's because there's a greater calling for me. You're not meant to be around followers. You're meant to be alone because you're to lead. If you have any experience like that, you guys have been like that throughout your life, analyze yourself. Go look in that mirror and self-reflect on every single time where you were alone. And just know you were never actually alone. God was holding your hand the entire time. When I think about that, man, I ain't gonna lie to you guys, man. Like, even to this very day, I tear up, I cry, because throughout every attack, even from my own mother, my ex women I dated, those attacks, God cloaked me and kept me shielded. That's something you just don't, that's just something you can't take lightly. But understand that, man. The message is supposed to be, the wilderness and how loneliness is okay. Take the time alone to reflect on what you want to do with your life, what direction you need to go, and actually, manifesting that and having faith in whatever you want to do. I'm a firm believer, and I say always, we're not born to work. Some people are maybe, but we're not born to just pack boxes. There's a lesson in it, but you're not born to just pack a box or, just sit around and not do anything with your life. Go create something. I created FTW Media. Our slogan, our motto is create your own. Create your own narrative in your mind. The mind is the most powerful thing that you have. It's the most powerful tool, the biggest asset that you have. Whatever you think about, it becomes your reality. So if you really believe that you can achieve anything in this world, what's stopping you? That's why I really do admire Kanye West, because we might call him crazy, but has he not accomplished everything that he went out and set out to accomplish? Seriously. And it all started with him just believing in himself and having that mind. I like listening to Drake, and I realize why I like listening to Drake today. Because everything and every lyric he talks about, he just manifesting stuff, man. I feel like Drake's an artist for people who are manifesting a life of success, prosperity. I love me some Drizzy. But more importantly, I love you, the viewer. You know you're on the right path whenever people are doubting you, laughing at you, trying to exclude you. That's fine. That's perfect. That's what you want. Let them exclude you. Find peace and loneliness. Because when you find peace and loneliness, nothing else can hurt you. Because you're okay with being alone. You're okay with putting yourself out there. Your confidence is extremely boosted now because you don't need the validation from nobody else but yourself. I'm telling y'all, I always harp and I say this to y'all because I want y'all to succeed and do the best possible thing ever in your life. Go start something. Go do something. And when you do it, stay in the gym. Align your physical body. Because when you work out and listen to, some Drake or whatever music, manifestation music. When you listen to that, you're strengthening your mind. You look good. You feel good. You think good. What can stop you? What can stop you? Nothing. So with that being said, I love you guys all, man. The message was today. Give me a second. The message today is every great leader finds themselves in loneliness. Spend time alone. Meditate. I'm KJ. If you guys haven't yet, please like, comment, and sub, or even clip this stuff and share it. Clip whatever you guys took and resonated out of it and share it and help someone else, for real. Help me to reach other people. People who are dreaming, people who want to succeed, people who were raised in poverty, people who always doubted. Share this to them. I am literally an inspiration because my story, as time goes on, you guys are going to find out more and more about me. But until then, I love you guys. Peace.